Welcome to Poetry Jam, the program that combines poetry with visuals and sound to enrapture, capture, build, and fracture your imagination. Some poems have something to say, others are merely stories for listening pleasure or inspirational measure. I am your eponymous host, reader, and author, Saint Stephen. On today's program, a journey of visual tapestry through the clouds. A woman flies in the face of the sun, and a cello cuts its way through an orchestral suite. These poems are Vault of Heaven, Flying Will, and Hollow Movement. Enjoy. Have you ever been lifted above the clouds, watching as that sea of air that is not quite ocean and not quite sky, not quite soaking and not really dry, passes by you in some fleeting moments, a few blinks of wide eyes? You might think the clouds are cold, but heat rises from the earth below to this vault of heaven. It's one of those things that calms as it beckons. The lightening warmth is in its nature and in its stunning sight, as warm air wisps around, cradling its height. Bits of condensation form around the tiniest bits of earth, as if the arms of nature's expanse are firm and gentle, even at the edges of gravity's advance. There is no question of the marvelous beauty of going way up, viewing the boundless topography below, then hitting a wall of sweet mist caught between two seas of blue, riding the stream of billions of morning dews, ascending to light under a million morning suns breaking through. Cutting through millions of high winds, moving gently past by way of swift jet streams. Stare into a body of clouds and you'll be lifted by a dream. Rise above them and you'll know the reality and imagination they bring. Scattering light through dense and heavy, yet seemingly light and floating water and ice. Fractal structures refracting light. Bouncing colors within are not a roll of nature's dice. They are met in the sum of their parts, becoming white. The brilliant spectacle is both more and less of what it is apart. Have you ever been lifted above the clouds? Watching as that sea of air that is not quite ocean and not quite sky, not quite soaking and not really dry, passes by you in some fleeting moments, a few blinks of wide eyes. Stretching before a morning run, a smile shows on a slender woman's face as her hair trails down. You may think the glow on her face comes from the ease in which she believes she can tackle the task at hand, but the challenge that awaits is none for a mere mortal man. Plain clothes are a disguise for the magical accomplishment she has planned. Ascending stairs cut by the finest craftsmen of modern day. Her toned legs have also been shaped. Physical dedication is her molding clay. Patiently crafted in form and purposeful lies at the top of this mountain of stone. Certain she is up to the task more than she has ever been. Leaps and bounds await at the top of where the world spins. Anyone watching would dismiss this traversal as one no different from another, unless they witnessed the birth at the peak of a sight unlike any other. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the top of the precisely cut ridge of hard earth, steps turn into confident bounds, then to tremendous leaps. Her altitude begins to lift more than imagination could seep. The sky seems to be more of her home than the place of her birth. Can man fly? With one final stride, it seems muscles and running shoes are all that is needed to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, leaving the place where feet trod below. Blue is all that surrounds her now, but she is climbing higher still. Clouds surrender to her flying will. The sun smiles on this feat of athletic success. To run is to fly in the face of the sun, in the face of the rest. Have you heard anything that resonates like a cello? The way it sounds bows and bellows. Not too high and not too low. Each lick of the fingers and bow ebbs and flows. The bow is like the breath entering a flute. Gentle presses, striking blows, attenuating the fusion of talent and art. Nothing can escape a deft hand with the instrument cradled and a masterful plan. Vibrato, harmonics, slides, transcending performance and exercise. Music to the ears, a feast to the eyes. It is not unknown for music and love to be in parallel, for compelling songs lift complacent souls, visions of stunning notes and chords. Feelings intertwine with soundscapes as life and mind hover in melody and rhyme. Striking strings and swaying swings seem to easily synchronize and play. Instrument and musician are always more than they seem, but nothing is clearer than a mastered craft. Purposeful sound lets art and dignity resound. The cello is at play. Glory in Agnes Day. Moving, pressing, plucking, one hand defining notes, the other brings forth astounding tone. Melody, harmony take a stand, making everyone, including the cellist, sit in silent, deafening command. Demanding to be heard, beauty in tenor, beauty in bass. The string world meets in sound and size. Hollow bodies bring gentleness, fervor, strength, character in body and noise, vibrating into halls of music to welcome excited ears and captivated eyes. Speeding up and slowing down, all is lost, all is found in a wall of thin strings against wood, a journey of dedication and perceptive attention, instrument, performer, audience, together in modulation of sound and sense. The cello is at play. Glory in Agnes Day.